We're back here. Start off with the ESCC. Big day for that conference this week. I think we have two very competitive games. Not sure game of the week game might not be as competitive as we once thought. Carmel struggles, but I guess we'll jump into that game right away. JCA 4-2 hosting Carmel 2-4. Carmel struggle, but I think they can still be competitive.
Carmel still runs that option offense better than I think any high school team. You know, you'll be hard pressed to find a high school program who runs that option better. Might be a lot who are even, but still, you know, that's still a tough offense. You know, to come out and try and defend against. I mean, and also, you know, the Hillman health is still a big thing. I mean, you know, Tyler Reitz is still nursing a hip injury. You know, Isaac still has his shoulder. I mean, one tackle, who knows? So, you know, if Reitz comes back and Isaac stays healthy, you know, I think it'll be a shootout because, you know, I do think Carmel's going to score points. I mean, on the JCA defense, I dogged them a lot this year. They stepped up big last week. I mean, the two touchdowns, the opening kickoff was returned for a score. They missed an assignment on a little bubble screen that allowed the other score. Other than that, though, they shut down. You know, they shut down that St. Pat's offense. They were collapsing on the bubbles later on in the game. You know, the pass defense broke up a lot of nice, you know, a lot of pass breakups in there. They stepped up and played. If they play that well throughout the rest of the season, they'll be okay. If the running backs, you know, stay healthy, you know, they'll be all right. But Carmel's going to score some points with that offense, I think. I mean, if not, that's the JC's defense. I do think that you know, that high-powered option offense is going to be tough to stop.
So who you like?
Oh, I like JCA. You know, a lot in the game, but I do think that, you know, that Carmel will put some points on the board early.
I'm not so sure about that. JCA is better against the run than they are against the pass, so I think that kind of plays into JCA's hands a little bit. Carmel's offense hasn't been as strong this year as it's been in the past. They haven't really put up too many points. I like JCA pretty comfortably in this one, actually. I'm thinking 38-17.
No, I mean, I think it'll be comfortable. Like I said, you know, Carmel's going to put some points on the board, but not, they'll get their 20, 21 points. But yeah, it might be 40-20, something like that.
And then big game here, Notre Dame 4-2 at Marist 6-0. That's why we knew Notre Dame needed that last win.
Yes.
Because it's not getting any easier for them now.
No, and that's, you know, then Naz is a banged up team. You know, they're losing guys left to right. They still came in and, you know, and get them well. You know, Notre Dame got a tough road to hold this week. I don't see beating Marist. I mean, that's a tough, you know, undefeated team. I think they'll stay undefeated.
Notre Dame lives and dies with Chris James, and
yes.
Chris James ran for under 40 yards last week. You can't afford that against Marist. Marist is going to put up points. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
That's the best offense in the conference. They'll put up 20 to 30 points easy. And I don't think Notre Dame's offense is powerful enough to do that.
No.
And that's why I'm going to go with Marist as well. I think Notre Dame can hang around a little bit, but I think a push comes to shove, Marist will pull away, and Notre Dame might be needing that fifth win after all towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then the last game in the conference, our conference teams, Nazareth 3-3. They get to face another one of our schools. They get to go to Bennett 5-1. This is a tough one right here.
Like I said, Naz is dinged up. I believe they lost somebody else this week in their win against Notre Dame. You know, Naz is, you know, they're playing right now on a lot of pride. Like I said, you know, they're a hurting ball club. They're not as talented as they were last year. They're still a good club. They're playing, you know, they're playing for pride. They're playing hard. I just don't think playing for pride is going to get done this week against Bennett. So take it to Red Wings.
Bennett has shown they can do it, putting up points, and they showed last week by shutting out St. Viator they can do it playing defense. So that's a sign of a good team. They can kind of adjust to what they need to do. I think this is going to be a really close game, and I think that Bennett's got a little leg up on Notre Dame, which is why I think Bennett's got a decent chance to win this game. But Nazareth, they scare me. I mean, they took JCA to the wire.
Yes, they did.
They lost those 3 games in a row to Marist, JCA, and Carmel.
Like I said, they're a gutsy team, and they're playing on a lot of injuries. They're playing for a lot of pride this year, but I think Bennett will get it.
Well, good. Yeah, you already said what you. I didn't know my pick yet. I mean, I don't know. Something makes me have a feeling that Nazareth's due for another one right here, but I'm gonna go with Bennett because he can't catch up to me then if I stick with him. And you know, I think it's gonna be a great game. But I think Bennett's gonna hold on and get the job done to move to 6-1. Who'd have thunk that?
I know.
And
the 2 wins last year, and so that's
keep rolling. I think they got Marist coming up soon though, so this should be interesting. But that's the ESCC. We agree again, 3 for 3. We'll see what happens.